Hello, Internet. Today I have episode 4 of what I found in Dad's secret arsenal. This is a Browning Auto 5 shotgun. It's one of the first automatic shotguns ever mass-produced. And it's recoil operated, so the barrel actually pushes the slide back and ejects the shell. It doesn't have any gas pistons, so there's nothing to get gacked up with powder fouling or any dirt or anything like that to get jammed up in there. And it's a very reliable, excellent design shotgun. And it's been around for almost 125 years now. So this particular gun I know a lot about because one of the gun things that I do like to do is skeet shooting and trap shooting and clay birds, do some sporting clays. And this was an excellent gun for that. Now I'd like to tell everybody that this is a stainless steel, fancy, Navy submarine version that they made of the Browning Auto 5 shotgun, but that's definitely not the case. This is just a sandblasted version of a plain Jane Auto 5 shotgun that has an interesting story behind it. And part of my reasoning for making these episodes is recording the stories behind a lot of these guns that Dad had. And this is one that I was around for, and I'd like to tell that story for whoever gets this gun someday in the future. So I remember I was in the gun store with my dad when I was young in the early 1980s, I would say. And there was a guy up at the counter talking to the person working at the store. And he had this old crusty shotgun and he was showing it to him. And apparently this guy had been out, I think it was metal detecting. And he was metal detecting a local river. And he found this gun laying in the river. And the barrel was all bent. It was completely crusted and rusted. It was really in tough shape. And the barrel was bent in a way where it looked like someone was probably hunting with it and missed their shot. So they grabbed it by the end of the barrel and wrapped it around a tree and threw it into the river. So my father walked up and kind of was listening in on the story, and he walked up to the guy and said, hey man, you want to sell that thing? And the guy kind of laughed and said, yeah, I don't know, give me $10 for it. And my father said, sold. So Dad was running a machine shop at that time, and he took this thing all apart. He brought it to the machine shop. He sandblasted it, took everything down. You can see that the stock has a lot of bubbling in it, and it's really in pretty rough shape. Let me pick it up and show it off a little bit to the camera. You see it's really nicely engraved. These were really expensive shotguns, even back then. Nowadays, they run close to $2,000 for one of these. Obviously, this one's not worth that. This one was found at the bottom of a river, but it's a great shooter, and I really enjoy shooting this gun for a long time. This is kind of one of my go-to guns for skeet shooting, and I really liked it. And it's always been very reliable. It's kind of funky the way it shoots because of the way the barrel comes back, and it's something like if you never shot guns before and you shot the gas piston gun compared to this gun, you might just notice that it just feels weird because it's kind of hard to see the barrel going back really, but just the whole thing just kind of, I don't know, it's got a weird feel to it. But I was always a really big fan of this gun, and I always thought it was really a great piece. And it was something, again, that Dad brought back from the dead. So that was another reason why I wanted to show it off. And I have a snap cap here for it, and this is pretty cool because the gun actually just closes. I've definitely gotten bitten by this once or twice. You can just close the gun like that, and it's ready to go. And you load the rest of the shells down in here, and you're ready to shoot. Definitely an excellent gun with an interesting story brought back from the dead. So that was my episode 4. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.